stop share. Speaker or headphone, speaker or headphone muted. चलो जाना भैया, शेयर स्क्रीन पीपीटी शेयर Good evening, dear students. I am going to take your paper, Business Ethics and Corporate Social Responsibility. Now, under this paper, I will explain the introduction part of business ethics and corporate social responsibility. Under this, what is more important is the concept of business ethics. So, under introduction, let us take 4 topics I will discuss with you. The concept of value, number 1, number 2, characteristics, number 3, main functions of values, and number 4, types of values. I will once again say that I will discuss number 1, the concept of values, number 2, the characteristics of values, number 3, the main functions of values, and number 4, the types of values. So let us take the very first one, that is the concept of values. Concept of values. Under concept of values, value has been taken to mean moral ideas, general conceptions, or orientation towards the world, or sometimes simply interest, attitude, preferences, needs, sentiments, and dispositions. So this is the conceptual meaning of a value. Value is nothing but it is moral idea, culmination of moral idea, general conceptions, or orientation towards the world. So what is the attitude of an individual? What is the preference of an individual? Their needs, sentiments, and dispositions all comes under the concept of value. Value is a relative concept and it varies from person to person. So many sociologists define values. Say for example, Haralambos in the year 2000 defines value that a value is a belief that something is good and desirable. Value is a belief that something is good and desirable. Now let us take the characteristics of a value. So following are the characteristics of value. Number 1, values may be specific, such as honoring one's parents or owning a home, or they may be more general, such as health, love, and democracy. So value may be specific, and if the value is specific, then in that situation, it is also important to understand, to know that the specific dimension of value, it depends upon specific dimension of value, it depends upon the honoring of parents or owning a home, or they may be more general such as health, love and democracy. So truth prevails. Love thy neighbor as yourself. Learning is good as ends itself are a few examples of general values, and individual achievement, individual happiness and materialism are major values of modern industrial society. And the second characteristic is the value systems can be different from culture to culture. So the value system, it differs from one culture to another culture, from one country's culture to another country's culture. One may value aggressiveness and deplores passivity, comma, another the reverse, and the third gives little attention to this dimension altogether, emphasizing instead the virtue of sovereignty over emotionality, which may be quite unimportant in either of the other culture. And this point has very aptly been explored and explained by one of the sociologists in the year 1949 named Florence in her studies of 5 small communities tribes of the American Southwest. One society may value individual achievement as in USA, another may emphasize family unity and kin support as in India. The values of hard work and individual achievement are often associated with industrial capitalist societies. Next, number 3, the values of a culture may change, but most remain stable during one person's lifetime. Socially shared, intentionally felt values are a fundamental part of our lives. Values are often emotionally charged because they stand for things one can believe to be worth defending. Often, this characteristic of values brings conflict between different communities or societies, or sometimes between different persons. So this is the third characteristic. And the fourth characteristic is values are often emotionally charged because they stand for things we believe to be worth defending. And number 5, the final characteristic is this, that the most of the basic values are learned only in life from family, friends, neighborhood, school, the mass print and visual media and other sources within society. So these are the characteristics of values. Now, what are the main functions of values? Number 1, values play an important role in the integration and fulfillment of man's basic impulses and desires in a stable and consistent manner appropriate for his living. Number 2, they are generic experiences in social action made up of both individual and social responses and attitudes. Number 3, they build up societies, integrate social relations. Number 4, they make the ideal dimensions of personality and range and depth of culture. Number 5, they influence people's behavior and serve as criteria for evaluating the actions of others. Number 6, they have a great role to play in the conduct of social life. Number 7, they help in creating norms to guide day-to-day behavior. So these are 7 important characteristics or main functions, sorry. These are the 7 important main functions of values, and these functions will play an important role. They play an important role in the development of the society as a whole. Now, after the main functions, let us try to understand the types of values. How many types of values we will have? The first one is called as, the values can be classified under 2 broad categories. Number 1, under individual values, and number 2, under collective values. Under individual values, these are the values which are related with the development of human personality or individual norms of recognition and protection of the human personality, such as honesty, loyalty, veracity, and honor. So, under this individual values, it is somewhat related to the development of human personality. Second type of value is called as the collective values. And under collective values, values are connected with the solidarity of the community or collective norms of equality, justice, solidarity, and sociableness. These all are called as or known as the collective values. Now, values can also be classified from the point of view of their hierarchical arrangement. Now, there are 2 types of hierarchical arrangement. The first one is called as the intrinsic value, and the second one is called as the instrumental values. Under intrinsic values, these are the values which are related with goals of life. They are sometimes known as ultimate and transcendent values. They also determine the schemata of human rights and duties and of human virtues. In the hierarchy of values, they occupy the highest place and superior to all other values of life. The second type of hierarchical arrangement is the instrumental values. These values come after the intrinsic values in the scheme of gradation of values, and these values are means to achieve goals, that is intrinsic values of life. They are also known as the incidental or proximate values. So values are either to be categorized under the individual dimension or under the hierarchical arrangement. And under hierarchical arrangement, we again classify values, categorize values under 2 categories. The first one is called as the intrinsic value, and the second one is called as the instrumental value. Thank you. Thank you.